Good morning. What is going on, NYU fam? Drop a voicemail, 804-592-6160. Baby. Take a true vacation. You deserve a day. You deserve a day. Oh,
working for too long, gotta kick back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, this that.
Living my life with no regrets. So I tell them,
pull up on me. We did chillin' at the spot. Anytime. Pull up on me. We did coolin'.
The chill spot.
Party
time.
Just wanna have fun. Come and
get the gabagool.
Meet me at the spot. Up all night to the sunrise. Pop back cool. Get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good.
Gabagool. Yeah! I think we can do it again, right? I think we can do it again. No, you gotta swivel them hips. Swivel them hips. Yeah. Oh, we're feeling ravishing this morning, baby. If you're a Yankee fan, we getting that feeling again. Yeah. Ah, they don't know what to do, baby. We coming for them birds. We coming for them birds. Anyway. Orioles. You the birds we coming for, damn it. We coming for them birds, all right? Good morning, everybody, and welcome to All Rise and Shine. If you have not smacky that likey, you go ahead and smacky that likey now, all right? We got a good show for you guys this morning. Of course, I want to leave a lot of today up to your voicemails. Of course, that is what All Rise is all about. But I do want to talk briefly about the Yankee schedule. And I'll be honest, man, I was just in the middle. I literally just finished up. I got like 20 minutes left of House of Dragon. I'm a huge Game of Thrones guy. P, look, throw me back in the good old days. Your boy would go to battle with a sword and shield. All right, baby? Let's do it. I said it last night. Cut my arms off, baby. I'll still come at you, all right? I'll do it. Hey, you got a little 4Q pumping in you. You don't know what you'll do over here. But let's go, baby. Sometimes I wonder to myself, at this point of the day, I got my kids upstairs. I wonder if they really wonder, like, yo, who the hell is this nut job downstairs? I'm sure it's a question and a conversation we'll have one day. But anyway, I'm not saying Damian, brother, I didn't finish it either. I ain't saying nothing yet. I ain't putting nothing out there for nobody. Go enjoy your show. No spoiler alerts over here. All right? No spoilers over here from me. But taking a look at where the New York Yankees currently stand, guys, it's a good spot. It's a good spot. And the reason why it is such a good spot is the Yankees have a good schedule coming up. And what do I mean by a good schedule? Well, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the good schedule the Yankees have, but the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees are tied atop the AL East, 67 and 46. Both teams 21 games over 500. Now, the Yankees have, I want to say they might have the best run differential in baseball. Am I right? I am right. So the Yankees do have the best run differential in baseball, sitting at plus 121. Baltimore not far behind, and of course, you got some other clubs there. One of the surprising teams that are there in a run differential game is the Kansas City Royals. They've come on very good, and they've been a good club. But looking at where the Orioles and the Yankees stand, the funny thing is, folks, we've kind of felt this way. You know what I mean? And again, I go by based off of what NYU has said, but I don't think it's been some breaking news or what do they call it? Bold take that the Yankees and the Orioles were going to be doing battle all season long. I think we all kind of understood that. And both teams did a little something at the deadline. I really wouldn't say one team had a way better deadline than the other. The Yankees probably got one of the best hitters available, and of course, that was Jazz Chisholm. The Baltimore Orioles went out there and they added a couple of pieces to the rotation, to the bullpen. They added Eloy Jimenez late, and he seems to have found new life in Baltimore. Baltimore's calling up their young prospects. They're getting Mayo up there. Of course, Jackson Holliday has started to look like one of the top prospects in the game again with his second call up to the major leagues. He's really looking like himself again. So we know that this is going to be a battle for years and years to come. Both of these teams are very, very young. Well, one of them are very, very young. The other team has the aspect and the possibility to get even younger moving forward very quickly. And they could even do that this year with the call-up of Jason Dominguez, which we would believe is going to happen eventually. But this is a great quote-unquote rivalry because I do believe it's going to come to that. But the Yankees are in a prime position. They're in a prime position to take a commanding lead come September 1st. And yes, games have to be played. We all know that. We can sit here all day and do projection. You guys remember what I said when Pacoda or whatever it was brought out their projections and people were like, hey, you got the Yankees winning all these games. And I'm sitting there going, ball that shit up and throw it away. It doesn't mean nothing. A projection is cute. Projection isn't the real thing. A projection is a mirage. The real thing is when it's played and it's done and you look back and you go, can't go back in time, so this is what it is. This is where we are right now. But the Yankees, based off of what is ahead, you can kind of start putting the pieces together and go, we could very, very well have that commanding lead that we need heading into September. Then we can start planning things around and see how it goes. But let's take a look at it. Let's pull it up right here and take a look at that. Here's what we're looking at. Let me move this back a little bit so everybody could kind of see. I'll go all the way like this, and I'll just read them off to you guys. Might be a little smaller on your screen. Let's scroll down a little more. All right, so this is what we're looking at right now for the New York Yankees coming up. 3 against the Angels at home. 3 against the Rangers at home. The Yankees then go on the road to face the Chicago White Sox, who, by the way, they have lost 20 games in a row. I'm just saying it right now. I think everybody agrees with this. I'm going to say it right now. The New York Yankees cannot lose a game to the Chicago White Sox. They can't. The Yankees cannot afford to sit there and lose a game to the Chicago White Sox. This team is bad, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mean just they're in a tough stretch. No, that team is, where's our one guy who says it? They're ass. The White Sox are 27-87. They've won 27 damn games this year. The Yankees cannot lose one to them. They then have a day off on Thursday after the White Sox series. Then they go on to play the Detroit Tigers in Detroit. Then they got another day off. They got a lot of off days too, which does kind of help. Then they got 3 against the Guardians, which is by far their toughest matchup. The Cleveland Guardians are no doubt about it the Yankees' toughest matchup. These are all at home. 3 at home against the Guardians and 3 at home against the Colorado Rockies. 3 on the road against the Nationals. And then the Yankees return home again to play the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, what does all of this tell you? What does all of this tell you? Well, it's pretty damn simple, right? It simply tells you that the Yankees have an easy schedule. The Baltimore Orioles do not have an easy schedule. So again, based off projections, you would expect that the New York Yankees could have a commanding lead. I've talked to some of the members on this team on NYU. Some of them think a 3-game lead. Some of them think a 4-game lead. We could look back in September and say one or two things. That was great, or we didn't do it. We didn't do it. We didn't do what we needed to do. There's a lot of good happening for the Yankees right now, folks. We won a series. The Yankees went through a horrible stretch of baseball. The good thing we could kind of sit back and say now is this team's a better team right now. They're a better team right now. They're looking better. They're playing better. Mind you, before you jump down my throat, the offense has been much better. The Yankees' offense looks like a potential real deal right now. They look really, really good. The pitching, I got my concerns. I got my concerns about late games. If the Yankees are up by 1 or 2, who's closing? Who's setting up? I got legit concerns about that, as everybody should. I got concerns about the Yankees' rotation. Who is Garrett Cole going to be the rest of the year? Is Stroman going to bounce back? Who is he going to be? Who is Carlos Rodon? Is he the guy that we've seen a majority of the year? Or he's the guy that really, really bad 4, 5, 6 game stretch where he couldn't keep a ball in the park? Who is he? As Chris says, it's go time. You pull up the Baltimore Orioles schedule, folks, and it's very different than the Yankees. It's very different than the New York Yankees. The Orioles got 3 in Canada against the Blue Jays. They then get 3 in Tampa Bay. They then got 2 against the Nationals, 4 against the Boston Red Sox, 3 against the Mets, 4 against the Houston Astros, 3 against the Dodgers, and then 3 against the Colorado Rockies. So it's fairly obvious that the Baltimore Orioles have a much tougher schedule than the New York Yankees do. What does it mean? Again, projection-wise, we would expect nothing more than the New York Yankees taking a lead in the American League East. But do not be fooled. We've seen this before. And sometimes you come up short and you look around and you go, how the hell is this race close still come September 1st? How is Baltimore ahead? How are the Yankees still tied? That's the craziest thing about baseball. Projections don't mean anything. We could look ahead like we just did and see that the Yankee schedule favors them. But come September 1st, what is it then going to look like for the Yankees? Is the pitching going to hold up? Is the offense going to keep doing what the offense has been doing? We saw the Yankees capitalize on their speed yesterday, something they haven't had in a long time. Jazz Chisholm, Anthony Volpe, double steal led to what? A ground out and a fly out, 2 runs. That's called manufacturing. You know what that makes you dangerous in? It makes you dangerous in the postseason. When you don't got to sit back and go, hey, G, we need you to hit a 3-run bomb, bro. They're not going to pitch the Soto and Judge. We need somebody to hit a bomb because we can't score. The difference of the Yankees right now, and the reason why I'm talking about this and why it's important, they still have a chance to improve and get better. I don't know as much on the pitching side. The pitching side I am, admittingly, very concerned about, as I think everybody should be. But the offensive side of the ball, we still got Jason Dominguez in AAA, who I do believe will be playing very meaningful games for the Yankees. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I don't know if they're waiting until September. Don't release anybody. Just call him up when rosters expand, and then we're slightly, and we're okay with that. Maybe that's what they'll do. And if it is, okay. All right. No big deal. If that is what it is, then that is what it is. But at the end of the day, this team has a chance to get better offensively. Add more speed. Add more on-base percentage. Add more power. You've seen what on-base percentage ahead of Aaron Judge has done for him and Juan Soto. A lot of people are upset with Stanton. He's not hitting. There was no rehab assignment. And look, Stanton's one of those guys. It might be a couple of weeks. It might be a week or so. Another 5 or 6 games until you see Stanton start kind of looking like he was to begin the year. DJ LeMahieu has kind of been relegated to the bench. Walk-off hit yesterday, but he's not going to start over Jazz. Jazz is looking really good at third. That trade looks a lot better now because he could play third base. And as Rocco just brought up, I'll tell you the truth, Rocco, I forgot about him a little bit. What is Clark Schmidt going to be? What is Clark Schmidt going to be the rest of the way for the Yankees? I don't know. We don't know. Does he come back? Is he stretched out fully? That Clark could be a factor for the Yankees in the postseason? A lot of questions need to be answered. But at the end of the day, even though it looks like a weak schedule ahead of us, games have to be played, and the Yankees have to win. That's simple. King Solomon is talking about ridiculous to say that we will trade Dominguez and keep Jones. Why, Pete? Why Jones cannot hit? Strikeout machine. Well, those words have never come out of my mouth. I have never said that the Yankees should trade Jason Dominguez and keep Spencer Jones. At the end of the day, that time is past right now. Cross that bridge in the offseason potentially. But at the end of the day, Spencer Jones is starting to hit. And that's only good news for the Yankees, but it has nothing to do with this season. So that's why it's not a topic of conversation anymore. Paul says put DJ at second base. Less errors. A lot of people are very concerned with Gleyber Torres. We got a lot of people that call in these shows, any show that we accept voicemails, and they say, Pete, he's going to make a bad error in the postseason. We can't have that. Aaron Boone kind of recognizing I got to change up the way I do things. Interesting, right? I'm pulling you during a game. Haven't seen that done. Been asking for it for years. Haven't seen that done. Is that going to change, Gleyber? Yeah, 2 hits yesterday. We'll see what happens. But, guys, we're going to get to your voicemails. A lot of voicemails out there today, guys. We're going to get to as many of them as we can. Probably going to be a little bit of a shorter show today, guys. A couple of things I got to try to get done before NYYST, which is later tonight. But I will also be on NYYST tonight, guys. It'll be me and Christian, I believe. I'll double check on that. But me and Christian will likely be doing NYYST tonight. So I look forward to that. But let's go ahead and get into your voicemails and have a conversation.
Last night a DJ saved my life. Ding, ding, ding. Last night a DJ walked it off for the Yankees now.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No sooner do I say, what the fuck is DJ LeMahieu still doing on this team?
Yep.
What happens? He hits a grand fucking slam, and now he walks it off for the fucking Yankees. Well,
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. You know, I want to see him do better. It's nothing personal. And now that DJ's white hot, who needs Jason Dominguez, right? Yeah, let's just take a sweet old fucking time. Yeah, let's watch the Yankees try to be too smart for their own good again. No, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Now we're gonna extend his rookie shit, and then we're gonna do some analytics shit, and we're gonna fool everybody. Just put the fucking guy up there, okay?
Agreed.
Stop trying to be fucking smart. You don't have the brains for it. Just call the guy up.
Agreed.
For fuck's sake. Anyway, take it easy.
Joey from the Bronxy. I agree 100%. I mean, I've sat there many times and I've said, get Jason up here. There's no real reason to sit back there and go, we're gonna wait. And that's always a concern I have, because look, competition isn't doing that. Competition isn't doing that, man. Competition isn't doing it. The Baltimore Orioles, again, they're calling up all the young kids. They went out there, they got Eloy Jimenez. They said, all right, cool, we got Eloy, nice. He's a DH. He's going to help us out a lot, we believe. He's rejuvenated. You got, 2 hits his first game, 3 hits the next game. He's been hitting the ball again. But the Baltimore Orioles say that's not it. Jackson Holliday comes up, and now he's looking like Jackson Holliday. They call up Colby Mayo. He's up. The New York Yankees are sitting there seeing, and look, I love Alex Verdugo. I do. I like Verdugo a lot. But at the end of the day, he hasn't produced in a long time. 0 for 10 over his last 2 games against the Blue Jays. 3 strikeouts, whatever the hell it was. No ball really hit hard. Pop-ups, soft groundouts. At the end of the day, you really got to look around and go, what is best for us to win every day? And at the end of the day, it's about putting your best team on the field. By all means, people got to remember, Jason Dominguez is not some guy who hasn't been here already. He has. Jason Dominguez is not some guy they got to add to the 40-man roster. If the Yankees are sitting there going, well, he did just come back from another injury with the oblique. We want to make sure he's okay. Let's give him a full week of playing center field first in the minors. Then we'll decide. Fine. But we have PTSD from this stuff. As Yankee fans, we have PTSD from this stuff because we've seen it over and over again. Time and time again, the Yankees don't put the best team on the field. They're sitting there with older players who have no reason being here anymore. Time and time again, we've seen it. So for anybody just out there upset or angry, you got every right to be, because we've lived it already. That's not how we want to live anymore. We want to step into the new age and get these young guys up. That's it. As everyday Scotty Wright says right there, I'm right there with them. Scott, you're 100% right. Temper expectations, but that doesn't change the fact that you do have a hole in that outfield right now, and it's been that way for a while. It makes sense to give him the chance because he is the most talented. So put your best team on the field is what we're saying. Doesn't mean he's going to be amazing quickly. Put your best team on the field, the Yankees. Do it.
Big Feet Macho King in the house. How you doing? To the underground. Oh, it's Macho Monday, yeah, and I've been out of my mind the past couple of days, you think, inebriated with the madness, but I infused myself with the nectar of the 4Q, and now I'm back for all rise, yeah. The Yankees took 3 out of 4 on the dead on arrival Blue Jays, and next up are the fallen Angels, who we should promptly elbow drop like the she-male boxer picking a salami, And DJ LePuke hit a walk-off ground out and ran right past Meredith into Baboon's waiting arms, yeah. Let me tell you this, LePuke, I'm gonna point. Don't ever disrespect Meredith's maracas, dig it! Baboon finally learned how to manage after 7 years and bench that Joan Torres for 5 minutes timeout. And then they had a good cry together and ate some milk and cookies, yeah. But I guess that's what
Yeah.
that the country's going to shit when participation is the gold standard and winning is by accident.
Tell him, Mach.
That's fool's gold, yeah. And the Macho King ain't down with that. No, I ain't. And I'm staying macho for old time's sake. And you can keep your cupcakes, because I'm eating steak. Dig it. And for the boys and girls out there, here's a listen. Once upon a time, there was the Hulkamaniacs and the Macho Maniacs. And they was fighting against one another, but they realized that they was better together. And they formed the bond of the Mega Powers. And that's how they defeated the Mega Bucks at SummerSlam, yeah.
What a story.
Here in the listen. You have a Randy Dandy Macho Monday. And oh, yeah! March out!
There it is. Hey, man, look, let me tell you something. That is amazing. That is amazing. You don't get much better than that. You don't get this anywhere else either. I mean, come on now. He's right. They formed up the Mega Powers. They defeated the Mega Bucks. It's a beautiful story, by the way. I mean, this is a story that you could tell your kids while they're laying in bed. You know, tell them it while they're laying in bed. Tell them the story of how two great powers had to join forces to defeat another power. It's a beautiful story. It could bring a tear to your eye if you really think about it in the right way. It's an unbelievable story of life, love, passion, destiny. That's what it is.
Hey, Pete, it's Gary. Yankees come back and won the last two games, which was great. The only concern I have is Cole didn't look too great. Maybe just trying to get into shape. But like you said before, the Yankees starting pitching doesn't straighten out.
Yeah.
They're not going to win a World Series. That's
Agreed.
Pretty obvious. But we'll have to see. You know, it's just that they have to pitch better. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
There's a bullpen. Get some reinforcements, but you know, you got to go deep in the games to get the bullpen a break. And you can't go two and 2/3 or 2 1/3 and you know, overuse the bullpen. But
Right.
nice to see them come back. Now they have to keep it going. Hopefully, they can get a cushion between them and Baltimore. But it's going to go right down to the last week, I believe, and we'll have to see. It's great to see, but only time will tell. All right, peace out.
Yeah, man. Obviously, there's concerns. We know that. We understand it. And look, time will tell. And that's all there is to it, man. Time will certainly tell what is going to happen with this team. It's that simple, man. You know, we could kind of break it down and hope. Again, looking at schedules is great. The game's got to be played in the field, and the Yankees have to win those games. It's really that simple. It comes down to that. They got to win those games. That's it. And if they can, they'll be in a good spot. If not, they won't be. And the pitching got to come together, and guys got to come back. But at the end of the day, even if names come back, those names have to perform. We've seen it with Garrett Cole. You know, a lot of times you get your ace back. You go, great, the ace is back. Well, let's see how he pitches. Yesterday, the first two innings, I'm sitting there going, we're fucked. We're in a really bad spot here. But after that, the third, fourth, and the fifth kind of started to look a little bit like Garrett Cole again. And that's a good sign. But you got to build on that. And we got to see it consistently. Because the last thing you want to do is start a game one and go, we're going against that team's ace that's been on. And I don't know what we're going to get from Cole. Let's wait and find out. You want to have a little bit of confidence in who he is and what he's going to do.
Hey, Pete, it's Guy.
Yo.
I just want to say that I got a question, but Poteet has really good stuff, I feel. And any idea when he's coming up?
60-day IL, so I don't know, man.
And Schmitty, I think, would be a great option. I wouldn't keep him down too long. It would be a great option for the bullpen for a while until he builds up his innings. What do you think of him when he's ready to start? Maybe Gil going to the bullpen if they still like that idea. But my big question is, I just don't understand. You know, and I know you've probably seen my post. The Dominguez coming up right away. He hasn't hit anything yet in AAA. I personally, I just want to see him hit a couple days, a couple 2-for-4s and get something going. I know there's that rookie status and all that, but why do you feel he needs to come up right away? Don't you think he would struggle at the same rate he is right now? All right, I'm out.
Well, people bring up that Dominguez has been struggling. The guy's hitting 308 in AAA with an 800 plus OPS. People are talking about a 3-game stretch that Jason Dominguez has struggled. And I just said it a couple of minutes ago. You don't have to call him up right away. If the Yankees are sitting there going, want to give this kid a week in center field to see if his body is holding up, how is he reacting after that? Give him the week. But at the end of the day, Jason Dominguez needs to be up here. He's a top prospect of the New York Yankees. He showed it on the big stage that he can do it. Yes, a very small sample size, but New York doesn't bother him. Anybody that knows Dominguez, that have seen this kid play, that knows about details about him. The first time I saw Jason Dominguez play and he got called up in Houston, he goes to the outfield. And I remember telling Kev, I said, this kid doesn't even, he don't even paying attention that he's in the majors. He's like, whatever, I'm just playing baseball. It's another ball game. Jason Dominguez is part of this club's future. He needs to be part of this club's future now. Again, does that mean you call him up now? No. Does that mean you call him up in a week? You should. My point here is he should be called up to the major leagues within this month, within the next week and a half, 2 weeks. It shouldn't be something you wait until September. Because on top of that, if anybody wants to sit there and go, well, hey, man, he's been struggling, what would you call what Alex Verdugo has been doing up here? Dominguez's overall numbers, again, he had a hit yesterday with 2 RBIs, 308 with an 800 plus OPS. Who's a better fit for the Yankees lineup? Dominguez or Verdugo? I don't think it's really a question. I don't think it's really a conversation. I don't think it's really a debate. Whose part, I'll add to it. Who's more a part of the future? Dominguez or Verdugo? It's the same conversation I had about Gleyber Torres. Are the Yankees going to trade him? Are they going to hold on to him? Apparently, he's not part of the future. Why? If he's not part of the future, what value does he add? What value does he add? That's what I'm trying to say. What value does he add? Jason Dominguez, again, is a part of your team's future. He adds a lot more value than what Alex Verdugo is doing at the moment. This really isn't a debate. And again, Jason Dominguez is hitting 302 with an 800 plus OPS. That is his overall, and his overall numbers. His overall numbers in the minor leagues this year is 316, 371, 889. This is now. This is not before his injury. This is right now. As Kev just says, he doesn't add enough value. Okay? So again, anybody saying Dominguez has struggled, these are numbers, as Guy said, those are numbers before his injury. No, it's not. He's hitting 302 right now in AAA, 343 on base percentage, a 460 slugging, and an 803 OPS. Nobody's rushing him. I just said it. Give him a week. But at the end of the day, let's be real here. Jason Dominguez is the guy the Yankees need to have up here.
I got one more point to make after continuing to listen to designated splitters.
Splitters!
You're talking about the leadoff hitter. For me,
Splits.
That's kind of a tough decision. Would you want Dominguez, a guy who can steal 40 bases, in front of Soto and Judge? Or would you rather have him fourth in case there's no one, he's leading off or something?
Leadoff.
What's your opinion on that? Bye.
Yeah, man, we talked about that in the whole show. So if you listen to the designated spitters, you should have heard that. But we did talk about that. For me, it's Dominguez. I think Dominguez should be the leadoff hitter for the Yankees if this team is structured the way it is right now. That's my opinion. On base percentage, really good speed. Would add a lot to switch hitter, lefty righty, switch hitter, Soto Judge. I think it adds a lot. But I would like him on top of the order. I think that would make sense. Will the Yankees do that? To be real with you, probably not. Probably not, because everybody that we've looked at and said, that should be the leadoff hitter, the Yankees are like, yeah, nah, we're good. Nah, we're good. We don't need that. I have a hell of a splitter, by the way. I got a better splitter than Mark Leiter does, okay? I just don't show it. This designated splitter will shut you down quick. I can tell you that right now.
Yo, Pete, these people on Twitter, man, these fans, I mean, look, fan how you want. They're still fucking mad that Boone benched Glaber on Friday night. I mean, you can't make it another all like, oh, why didn't you bench Verdugo and blah, 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 blah. Because you know why? Because Glaber's a repeat offender, bro. He's always been lackadaisical. About fucking time he was called out. Boone should have done this in 2018.
And that's the problem.
And I don't understand, but the Verdugo, he was this.
No, you answered your own question.
And it's the same thing with the sports writers. Now you're calling him out that he benched somebody. What was your articles about this shit when it was being done? Like you mentioned that.
Yep.
It's a joke. You really are a joke.
Hey, look, man, and the first part about that is you answered your own question right there. The reason why it gets questioned by fans is Boone hasn't done it before. And that's a problem on Aaron Boone. Boone hasn't done this before. He had many opportunities, and we all know this. We can run down the list of guys that should have been pulled out of a game, should have been benched. We all know that. But you answered your question. You asked the question, and you answered it. People on Twitter are saying, hey, Verdugo, this guy, he didn't do it with Hicks. He didn't do it with Donaldson. He didn't do it with IKF. He didn't do it with all these other guys. But then you said he hasn't been doing it since 2018. Well, there you go. That's why a lot of fans are kind of up in arms going, bro, all of a sudden you become the tough guy? All of a sudden now you want to manage this team? But I agree with you 150%. The beat writers, the majority of them, it's worthless. And again, I don't mean that they're worthless people. I simply mean that the part of their job of being a voice for the fan, because here's the way I always understood it. And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe they'll go to me and go, nah, that's not what we do. I always felt like the beat writers are the middleman between the team and the fan base. You're the ones with access, and you're the ones providing us with an insight. That's what I thought the beat writers are out there to accomplish. That's what I thought they were out there to accomplish. I guess not. So for me, that's my opinion of it. They haven't done enough. They haven't come out. I've never read an article in 2019, 2018, 2020, 20. I've never seen them. Maybe I missed them. But I don't remember anybody going out there going, hey, man, look, it might be a good time to go ahead and say, you're out of here, baby. It might be a good time for that. I don't know, man. I don't know, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? Let's go ahead and keep him going. My guy, DJ Control.
Pete, what's up, baby?
Yo.
It's DJ Control in full effect. How's it going, man? What are the Yankees going to do with Jason Dominguez?
Yep.
They need to bring him up. I couldn't agree with you more, Pete. You know, Aaron Judge needs protection. And the only guy that I can see other than Stanton is not really hitting right now would be Jason Dominguez. The last game, look what they did with Aaron Judge. They walked him 3 times. He has no protection. So I feel that as of now, the only player that can protect Aaron Judge is Jason Dominguez. Or maybe just me. Maybe just my thinking. But, you know, let me know what you say. You know, let me know what you think.
Yeah.
God bless you and the family. Steve, talk to you soon. Take care.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And you already, you know, if obviously you've been listening to the show, you know what I feel. you know what I feel about Jason Dominguez being up here. And I do think he will be. I think he'll eventually get called up here to the Yanks. And maybe, you know, if I want to look at it and in a, what's the right word for this? If I want to look at it if I want to look at the Yankee situation in a really critical way, the only thing I can say about it is maybe the Yankees don't want to lose another outfielder to DFAs or whatever, calling Dominguez up, and then God forbid somebody were to get hurt. And it's like, shit. Now we're kind of screwed because we don't have an outfielder. Or we're using somebody like Cabrera that has to play out there now. That's the only thing I could think of, is that the Yankees are saying, when rosters expand, we're good anyway. We could have him up then. We don't have to release anybody. We can wait. If that's the case, then I understand it. I get it if that's the case. But other than that, I'll be honest with you, bro. I really, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's keep it going.
What's up, Pete?
My brother.
I'm hearing on your show that everybody's complaining about Dominguez. Bring the kid up. That
Thanks,
nigga's
man.
going to do his thing. That's a
Yeah.
fact. Other than that, you know what I mean? The Yankees got to step up, and they got to do what they got to do.
Facts.
Me, you, nobody else can help them play baseball but themselves.
That's right.
They get paid good money. They should not be flopping, and when it's a whack team, they just play as the team is whack, as the team is good, they play a little better. No, kick everybody's ass. Let them know we're the Yankees, and that's that. Simple.
Facts.
If we lose, we're going to lose a few games. But the pitchers, they got to step up. Rodon.
No, you're 100% right. You're 100% right.
Keep it moving, and
Yeah.
let's go Yanks. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah.
We can't make no trades. We can't do nothing. Everything passed already.
That's right.
This is a team, so let's rock out.
That's right.
And see where the ball falls. That's all I can say. Other than that, man, let's go. Let's get it. All right, Pete.
They're 100% correct. Rara, you're spot on. And that's exactly what I'm saying there at the beginning, right? Is, yeah, the schedule looks easy in August. But it doesn't matter. The game has to be played. The games have to be played. And Rara's right. This is the club. The best additions you're going to get is from the minor leagues or guys coming back from injury. That's it. That's the only other additions you're going to get on this club. A guy's going to come back. A guy's going to get called up. The Yankees could very well be in a good position. But it could also be very underwhelming. As Ra just said, we got to play the games. We got to play the games, and we got to go out there and honestly beat the shit out of these clubs. Show the rest of the league, you're right. Hey, look, man, the downtime we had, our roster was not the same as it is right now. Guys are coming back. We're feeling a little more healthy. We're ready to go out there and play ball. It's very different. It's very different. So we'll see what happens. Ra says, super sets, Pete. We have to play the game. Facts. You got to play the games. That's simple. Super facts. My bad. Probably meant super facts. No doubt about it. That's all it comes down to, is playing the games. And it's that simple, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little cup of coffee with me this morning, guys. We're going to wrap up. I got a really busy day today. I got a lot of stuff I got to get done for NYYU. As you guys know, I've already told you multiple times, we have a big on-location interview coming up, and I can't wait to get to that. I can't wait to start working on that. I actually got to start planning it out today and start putting some things together. Multiple things I got to start putting together today. And I'm also going to be filling in tonight for NYYST. I believe it's going to be myself and Christian, but I will get confirmation on that. But again, guys, 8:30 NYYST is going to be live tonight. Me and Christian are going to have a lot more stuff to talk about than even what we talked about today. But I can't wait for that show. Can't wait to have you guys over there. Make sure you are tuned in, hanging out with us later tonight. And until next time, guys, I am out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out, baby.
It's heavy. Famous love. Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go, down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots around my neck. Self-respect, when you out of line, you put yourself in check. They don't hear me, they don't hear me though. Cycles going round and round and round like the merry-go. Stand for truth, or fall for any old scenario. That's why I keep my circle smaller than a Cheerio. Cause it's the company you keep. Stay woke, please don't get caught sleep. End up sowing what you reap. Know your worth, and don't sell cheap. The ghost is inside of me, can't take it out of me. No matter where I've been, it's about where I'm meant to be. I be shining perfect time and check your watch.